Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to Web Technologies class. In this class, here I will explain a practical part of your table creation. Okay, how to create a table and how to add different attributes to your table. Okay, so in order to write a HTML program, first you have to open Notepad. So click on the Start button. Here I am typing Notepad. Notepad, enter. So this is an editor. Here you need to write HTML program. I am writing HTML. I will increase the font. Now after the head, after the HTML, head. Next, inside the head you give the title. Here I am giving title as tables in HTML. So whatever title you give between a title opening and a closing tag, that will be displayed on title bar of your browser window. Okay, so here it is a title. Now close the head section because title tag is a nested tag. After closing the title, immediately you should close the head section. Now after this, I am opening body tag. Inside the body tag, you need to create a table because whatever you write between a body opening and closing, that will be displayed on the browser document area. Okay, so here in the document area, I am creating a table. See, before creating a table, I am closing the body section so that at last we won't get any problem. After that, HTML. Right? So between a body opening and closing, here I am creating a table. So table is a root element. Immediately again I am closing because it is a paired tag. Now between a table opening and closing, first I am giving a caption. What is the caption? Caption is a name of the table. Caption, it is a paired tag. I am giving, it is actually GPRDC table I am giving. You can give any name, you won't get any error. Caption. Now I am saving this as file name a dot here. I am giving file name as a5.html. HTML is a file format and here it should be all files. If it is all files, then easily we can give easily we can add images and all. Desktop I am giving a location. See on the desktop you can see A5 is there because it's a browser file. It will display on the it will display with the browser icon. So in this system, Google Chrome is the default browser. So that is why you are getting that browser icon. Right click on this. Open with. You can open with Google Chrome or you can open with Internet Explorer. So here I am opening with Internet Explorer. See in the board caption what I have given GPRDC. That is displaying, but table I have given, as I already said, by default table border is 0. Slowly I will change, I will add one property. You can observe the properties after the caption. Next here I am giving TR. What is the TR actually? TR stands for the table, and I am closing TR also because it's a paired tag. It should be closed properly. Next between a TR opening and closing, I am giving one TD because I want to create the columns. TD, between a TD I want to give a MPCS. Next I am closing TD. Now you close the TD. Now you see the change here in the browser window. I am refreshing this. See MPCS, it is a first column of first row. Again I am adding one more column, TD MECS. You can add as many columns as you want. Next, the third column I am adding as MSCS. So here the column is nothing but a TD MSCS. Now I am closing this. This is the first row. In the first row, how many columns you have? 3 columns. Because here I have opened 3 TD opening and 3 TD closing. I am saving this. Come to browser window once again. Refresh this. See, 3 displayed, no? Now, as I already said, borders are by default 0. If you want to make borders visible inside the table opening tag, see, first I will create all the 3 rows, then you can see the changes so that you will get a complete table, no? 3 rows I have created. Save this. Come to browser window. Refresh this. Now 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay, 3 rows, 3 columns. If you want to create if you want to add a rows, you can add. If you want to add a columns, you can add. No problem. So here now I will add the all attributes what I have explained in the theory class. See here, table. First attribute is border, and as I already said, it is a border. Border size we should give. Border equals to, here I am giving a 5. Save it. Border size 5 I am giving. Now refresh this. See, now border visible. And what is the size of the border? 5 pixels. Now, as I already said, border size, if you have given the border, then only you can give the border color. So I am giving a border color equals to example blue I am giving. Blue, it is not that much visible. No? Red I will give. Red. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. Now border. So your border size is the thickness of the border. How much thick border you want, that you can give a pixels. See here I am changing, instead of the 5 I am giving a 2. You can see the difference. Come to browser window. Refresh this. See. So here that the size whatever you are giving, no, that is nothing but a thickness of the border. Clear? Border I have given, border size I have given, border color I have given. Now here by default where you got the table, you see here table is the left, no? Now I will change the position. Here I will give align. Align equals to right I am giving. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. So border is displaying right side of the browser window because I have changed the alignment. Okay. Now here one more attribute you can give. BG color. BG color equals to, I am giving a pink. You can give any color. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. Now you can see the background color. Pink I have given. Border color I have given red. Pink and this background color I have given as a pink. Okay. So you can give different colors for a background and a different colors for a text, and here this one. Okay. Now here next whatever attribute I have given, I will explain all the attributes. You can see after the BG color background color I will give cell spacing. Cell spacing equals to 5 pixels I am giving. Means it is nothing but a space between the cells. Again refresh this window. Come to browser window. Again see this distance 5 pixels. So if you want to see the difference, again you change the size. Here instead of the 5 I am giving a 15, so that difference you will get. See. Okay, this is a cell spacing. This difference is called as a cell spacing. Space between a cells. Between MPCS and MECS, whatever this space is there, no, that is called as a cell spacing. Similarly, here cell padding I am adding. Just a minute, I am decreasing the fonts. Now, after the cell spacing, I am adding cell padding. So, what is the cell padding? Cell padding is the space between a cell content and walls of the cell. Cell padding. Okay, cell padding equals to, again I am giving a 10 pixels. Save it. Come to browser window. This is the browser window. Refresh this. Now you can see the difference now. This is a 10 pixels. The total cell, walls of the cell and whatever distance is there, no, that is called as a cell padding. Now more attributes are there, no, that also I will give width DTH. Width equals to, see, in order to give the width, first I am changing the alignment, because I have given alignment as right now, you won't get that difference. So here I will give align left, so that you will get the difference. Here I am giving a width. Width equals to, I am giving a 50%. See, we will get 50% of the difference. See, now this total size is a 100%. Out of that 100%, how much space it is taking? 50%. Because I have given table width as a 50% of the browser window. So the total browser window size is considered as 100%. Out of that 100%, we are using 50% for the table, because I have given table width as a 50%. Now I will give height equals to 50% again. We'll see, we'll get a 50% or not. You can give in pixels also. Here I am giving a percentage. See, again it is taking a 50%. Okay, HIGST height, width and height. Clear? Now you can give a background image also. Background image. Actually here I am not adding an image. You can go through the images, background image, and name of the image example sunset.jpg. Okay, so that image will be displayed at the back side of your image, back side of your table. Okay, so this is about your only tables attribute. Table attribute. When you are adding attributes inside the table, no, that will be applicable to all the rows in the table. So here how many rows we have? 3 rows. Whatever properties you have given, that property is applicable to all the 3 rows, no? But if you want to give a different property to each and every row, then what you have to do is, whatever attributes I have added in the table tag, all those attributes you add inside the in the row tag, in the TR tag. So that means you can design a row separately. Means if you can create a unique row instead of common. Okay, so here this is about your table tag and the table table attributes. And remember one point, whatever table attributes are there, no, all those attributes should be included inside the table opening tag only. And in one opening tag, if you are adding more attributes, each and every attribute should be separated by one single character space. So here I am adding nearly some 7 to 8 attributes. All those attributes, for each and between each and every attribute, how much space I have given? Single character. Okay, like with single character space, whatever attributes, means if you have a 20 attribute also, you can include 20 attributes. Okay, now I will give the all the attributes inside the TR tag. TR align equals to right. We'll see the difference. Right, save it, come to browser window, refresh this. Just a moment. Just align. It is aligned. Save it, come to browser window. See, in the first row where I am getting the content, right side. Okay, see, by default what, as already said, in the row whatever attributes you will give, that will be applicable to only that row. So I have added here, see, in the first row I have given align right. So whatever content is there in that row, only in that row will be displayed at the right side of your that cell, right side of the cell. Okay, now I will give the colors also. You can see border equals to, here border how much I have given, above 2, no, here I am giving a 10. Save it, come to browser and refresh this. Border 10. It is not coming. Okay, we'll go with another one. Border color, we'll see. Border color equals to blue I am giving. Save it, come to browser window. Only first row you see, you are getting border color in a blue. The total table is displaying in a red color, but only first row it is in a blue color. Okay, now here height and width no need to use here. We'll see BG color we see BG color equals to blue I have given up. So I will give green. We'll see it will work. Green. See, only that particular row you are getting in a green color. Okay, so actually whatever you have given no in the table, all those attributes you can use inside the row also. The thing is, in a table whatever attributes you have given, that will be applicable to the entire table. And in a TR, if you are using the same attribute, that changes, that additional properties are applicable to that single. Okay. Now, if you want to give a alignment, means if you want to change a cell also, you can change. See, TD, here I am giving a BG color. In the first cell I am giving BG color equals to purple I am giving. We'll see it will change the single cell or not. See, only the first cell of the row is changing, because here background color I have given for only the one cell. Okay, so same property if you include inside the TR, what happened, that is applied to all the columns. No, here column also you can change separately. Understood? So that is a BG color property, and here I will add one more property. Width equals to 50%. Save it. Come to browser window. See, first column width how much I have given? 50%. So it is occupying, only first column is occupying 50% of your table. See, same attribute I have included in the table, no? So table occupies 50% of the browser window. But here only one column is occupying 50% of your table. Okay. Next, height also you can include, but it is not working here. We'll see it will work for the column or not. This decreased, no? I will give 55. We'll see. See, it is changing height. So compared to this cells, the height of this one is more. Okay, so only one particular cell if you want to, means only for one particular cell if you want to increase the height also, you can do. Means you need to add that property inside in this column. Now here TH I have not explained actually, so I will add the TH first. First row I want to maintain as a headings, no? Just in place of TD you give a TH. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this. See, before it was normal font. Now whatever you have given, no, that is in a bold, because here I am maintaining first row as a heading for the remaining rows. So if you want to separate first row from the remaining rows, you can include that first row in a table headings. Okay, that is a TH. Now whatever attributes I have included in a for a TD, no, all those attributes I have given in a TH also. So here only one thing I have not given, one attribute I have not added, that is call span. Call span equals to and we'll see how much you what you will get. See, first row it is combined two columns. Here I will remove the last one, NSCS I will remove. You can observe the difference. Save it. See, first two rows, first two columns are combined into one. Okay, means it is combining columns. It is combining columns. Now one more attribute is there. Sometimes in the short they will ask you only the call span, row span attribute. You need to explain with the example program. Row span I am giving 2 and removing this call span. Okay, you see the difference, then later I will see. Here first cell is combined, will remove the call span so that you will get the row span. See it? Now you see, it is combined, no? It combined the two rows, first row, second row. So call span is used to combine the columns, whereas row span is used to combine the rows. Okay, so according to your requirements, you can add different attributes inside the table, TR tag, TD tag, TH tag. As I already said, all the attributes you can include. Means whatever attributes you have included inside the TR, no, table, all those attributes you can include inside a TD, TR and all. Okay, means just the thing is the area will be different. Means if you have included attributes inside the table, that will be applicable to all the columns in the table. If you have included same attribute inside the TR, that will be applicable to the single row. If you have included same attribute inside the TD, that is applicable to only one particular cell. That is the difference, that's it. Okay, so this is about your practical part. But caption also I have given. Table is the root element, next caption the second one, TR is the third one, next TH, TD. So all the 5 elements I have explained with the attributes. For all the 5 elements you can include the images, background images you can give, background colors you can give, borders you can give, border colors you can give, cell padding you can give, cell spacing you can give, and call span, row spans, all you can use. Okay, so this is your practical part. And you have one lab program on this, that is you need to create your class timetable using a table. So according to your class timetable, you can create a rows and columns. That practical part here I won't explain. Based on this video, you try to create your class timetable. Okay, thank you.